Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bad Company Nation podcast, number 5, I'm correct. And it is WrestleMania 38 review. We're going to be reviewing both nights here. It's going to be a stacked one, ain't it? And
Yes, we have a lot to cover, honestly. I mean, the amount of matches, everything that happened in between those matches, just honestly, I really hope people are going to like this podcast, and I'm eager for people to comment and tell us, their thoughts whenever this gets posted. But I mean, this is a lot to cover. This
yeah.
WrestleMania, in my opinion, Nelson, was way bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Say.
So,
And,
if you want to start off with the first match, go ahead.
oh yeah. It's the first match, excuse me, WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Usos defeat Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs in a 6-minute and 55-second match. I gave it a 2.5. How about you?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna be a little bit more harsh. Yeah, I'll go 2.5 because I mean, let's just be real here. In my opinion, you know, I'm not saying Boogs doesn't have the talent, and obviously, I'm not going to take any credit away from the Usos or Nakamura, but I feel as though this match could have just been so much more. Like,
It
if you're
would have
going
been
to do
too.
it and have an amateur put up against, or an amateur tag teaming with a veteran up against two vets, the match lacks so many spots. There could have been so much more done, in my opinion.
For what it was worth, it was good. The thing that truly affected it is when they were going to go for a WrestleMania moment with Boogs picking up both Usos and he tore something in his leg. I believe it wasn't a quad. I believe it was a quad or something in his leg, and he will be out and need surgery, unfortunately. They had to call it an audible. We don't know how long this match would have gone on for. I personally think this match would have gone on for another 7 minutes, and definitely would have been a damn good opener, but Boogs got injured. They had to call an audible and close it off early, unfortunately, and that's a
Yeah,
rough way to open up WrestleMania. I thought after that opener, I was thinking, oh no, this
yeah.
WrestleMania
No,
is
I wasn't sure
not.
where this thing was going to go. Honestly,
I was
I
worried.
mean,
That's really all I got to say on this match. It could have been much more. It's a what if. It sucks Boogs got injured because I really believe Boogs and Shinsuke would have won this match, but we'll never know. We'll never know, unfortunately.
yeah. I mean, again, though, the only thing I'm going to add, like I said before, was no. I'm taking nothing away from the the caliber of athletes that these four individuals are. It's just it is what it is. Accidents happen, and
Exactly.
all right.
Next,
The next one was Drew versus Corbin.
Drew McIntyre defeated Baron Corbin in an 8-minute and 35-second match. I gave it 3 stars. You
I
probably
agree
agree with
with you on
both.
that one. I
It,
totally agree with you on that one. Just
it was
I
fair.
really enjoyed the match for the most part.
It was much better than their Royal Rumble match. I believe they had a match at Royal Rumble and it was like a 2.5 or something. I gave it. This was much better. I mean, somebody like Drew McIntyre deserves much more. But man, did this match have some moments? But first off, Happy Corbin finally lost. Apparently, he has never lost up to this point, meaning that if the commentator says that they're going to lose. But I think the ultimate highlight of this match has to go to Drew McIntyre being the first guy to kick out at the end of the days. I believe we all called this, and I'm glad Drew did. Glad Drew's the first guy to do it. He deserved it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not behind the Happy Corbin. I have not been behind the Happy Corbin. I did not enjoy the fucking sad Corbin storyline. I've like man, we talked about this in the past. I was even though he was a bit of a bad guy, I was such a fan of the lone wolf ass kicker Baron Corbin,
Same.
and I have been nothing but a fan of Drew McIntyre since he's returned. Like he has been one of my top favorites. Um, I feel like maybe they could have done a few more spots. Maybe some more top rope, maybe a few different things. Honestly, I enjoyed the match for what it was because because I feel as though these two in the ring have a really decent amount of chemistry. And honestly, Drew winning is Drew winning was, in my opinion, the right call. Also, on top of that, my last point here so you can say what you're going to say, is personally, I don't really see a point in this rivalry to keep going. Okay, he beat Happy Corbin. He beat Corbin. Honestly, Drew needs to be doing more high-ranking matches, like championship matches or matches with stipulations or something that's going to lead to him becoming champion. And just, so.
Yeah. I agree with you. They could have done a lot more, especially towards the build to the end of days. If this match this could be one of those shocking out of nowhere matches. Obviously, there was another match that was, and I called it, and I will definitely proudly say F you to all of you. Actually, I think everyone agrees with me on it, but this match. Good for what it's worth. They had 2 WrestleMania moments, the end of days kick out, and Drew McIntyre almost decapitating Madcap Moss.
Yeah, honestly, like...
That aftermatch stuff was funny.
That shit was hilarious.
He jumped off. He was like millimeters away from hitting him. Legit.
Yeah, that kind of... I mean, let's just be real here. Madcap Moss was trying to be a distraction. It didn't pay off in the end.
Dude got booked.
Dude, like... And that's the other thing, too. Even though I don't really care for him, Madcap Moss can seriously be entertainment at this point, and he's hilarious. And let's be real here, like Drew said, whether it was the dude has some fucking talent. The man is a freaking athlete in his own right.
Exactly.
Which baffles me.
But he won the 100 Battle Royal and almost died a few days later. Good for him, or the next day. There's nothing much I want to say on this match. I think we discussed this match way too longer than it should have been.
Yeah, no, honestly, I just really wanted to get my points out there.
Next.
All right, so next,
The Miz and Logan Paul defeating Rey Mysterio and Dominik Mysterio in 11 minutes and 15 seconds. I give this a 3.5. Oh boy, what do you give it?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Ooh.
Let's just put it this way, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna repeat myself, and I hate to do that. Logan Paul has become an athlete in his own right, but I fucking hate the guy. Okay? I fucking hate the guy. You had... Don't get me wrong, the match itself was cool as hell. You got a father and son going up against a veteran in the Miz. But then you've got a toxic celebrity who likes to get his freaking name and face out there and probably just loves to hear himself talk.
Okay, that's Jake.
Let's put this inexperienced douchebag in a wrestling ring and make him look like he knows what the hell he's doing. Are you kidding me? The match itself was amazing. Yes, it was good. I'll give it 3 stars. But at the same time, I really did not give a shit. I wanted to see Logan Paul get his ass kicked. And Miz, the other thing, Miz sells that bad guy persona, because we all know that behind that bad guy persona, he has done damn near what John Cena's done. He's given everything to this business and is one of the greatest in the past 10 years to step foot in that ring. But I digress. Good match, 3 stars. Fuck Logan Paul. Your input, please.
I give it 3.5. That's Jake, who's the egotistical prick. Logan's better these days. He's much better than he was years ago. Still not perfect, but Logan Paul ain't the same guy he was 6 years ago. I think people need to start giving Logan a chance. And Logan was actually an amateur wrestler in his days. I didn't know this until weeks prior to WrestleMania, so he knows what he's doing out there. And it's very clear he really gave into his character. This whole storyline, this whole entire match, Logan Paul really went all out. Let me speak. Really went all out with his heel character. He didn't have to. He went above and beyond. He did phenomenal in that ring. Was not the biggest fan of the Bad Bunny match last year. I think people overrate the hell out of that match. I gave it like a 3 or 3.25. I thought it was mostly boring, though I have to give credit to Bad Bunny for getting his ass whooped for most of the match until he started actually stepping up. That's credit where credit is due. But this was just fun. I mean, by the way, Dominik Mysterio's attire was homage to one of Eddie's attires with the America thing. You know, good on him. Good to his father. Haha. But yeah, by the way, Ray
need to speak of attire later on too.
Yeah, Ray and Dom's attires blended so well together.
Oh, I fucking love that American Mexican. That was genius in my part. One's freaking. That was beautifully done in my opinion.
Oh yeah, this match, Logan Paul made this match. I'm gonna stop judging celebrity matches so quickly. I'm gonna stop because this is the one I really went down hard on. But no, Logan went out there. He really went into his heel character. I hope Logan Paul comes back. And you may not agree with that. I hope Logan Paul comes back. I want to see a Miz and Logan Paul rivalry. Thank God. Miz wins his first WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 29.
Yeah.
He's waited almost 10 years to get a WrestleMania win again. Respect to the guy. But yeah, this was just fun. I mean, Logan Paul really just gave his all to the crowd. That's all
you're right. I agree that I am being too hard. I just don't like him as a person.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
You know.
Jake is the more.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree with you. You're right. The match was Logan Paul gave it all. He it was good.
It could have been a flop, but no, it was not. It was fun. Said that he.
No, you're right. And I'm never, or not, my bad. I will forever love this father-son duo of Ray and Dom.
Dang, and I'm actually glad they do Ray and Dom for this WrestleMania, because Dom, he's definitely not ready. He's not ready yet.
Yeah, no, he has potential, but I don't think he's ready to be a full-time singles competitor.
No. And here's the thing, we can get again say one more year, but it's the amount of time until one more year becomes a problem, Dom. Step up, dude. My fucking God, stop looking confused.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Next. You good with this match?
Was Bianca and Becky.
Bianca defeats Becky Lynch. Raw Women's Championship, 19 minutes and 10 seconds. I like to say the defeat thing in front of it, and Tyler, if you don't mind. If you don't mind.
What did you rate this one?
4 stars.
You know, looking back at everything that happened from start to finish, yeah, I'll give it a straight 4 stars because
this match,
I loved everything about this match for the most part.
Same, but Bianca, my gosh, back-to-back WrestleManias, she just goes out there and just proves to everyone she is a fantastic wrestler. Bianca is one of my favorite women's wrestlers right now. She is so good. Godly, this match, the first few minutes match, a little rough, but I get what they were trying to go for with Becky trying to get the quick win like SummerSlam. The storytelling in this match was just on another level of fantastic. It really was.
I'm sorry that I'm halfway distracted. I'm being texted and called constantly, trying to explain to this person that I can't talk right now.
Yeah, it's like, tell them to give them like 30 minutes or something, but alright. While you get your wording on this match, this match just stayed intense, and it went the proper length too. You see what happens to be? And one thing I'm going to hand them, I support the Night 1, Night 2 thing now. I was against it because I thought they screwed it up the last couple of years. Okay, I won't blame 36, but I feel like they screwed it up last year. This year, they used it properly. They used the proper time. They gave these 2 women 19 minutes. Might I add, last year, only 2 matches went above 10, or at least went almost 20, and that was the women's turmoil, the women's tag team match, and of course the main event match for the Universal title. They used the time properly, and damn it, was it a great match.
Oh, yeah, no. Honestly, the chemistry that these two have in the ring, okay? They're going back and forth, beating the guy, just all the spots they did. Bianca, I didn't know if she was going to do the freaking hair whip and hit Becky like she did with somebody, whoever it was in the past. Like everything. this storyline, in my opinion, was excellent. I love that they've been pushing Bianca. I love that, it showed that, hey, Becky, yeah, you might be back, but you've got serious freaking competition regardless. You're not just gonna waltz in and be the badass. You
Exactly.
know,
And I might see what I have to say on
it was a
Becky.
veteran, or it was a semi-veteran, in my opinion, versus a young gun, who at this point, in my opinion, Bianca has proved herself.
She already has.
Yeah, like she is truly. If anybody had any doubts before now, it's hey, she can fucking hang.
She can. I'm so glad that Bianca won this, and I hope Bianca does not have a bullshit way to end her reign again. I hope Bianca holds the title for a very lengthy time, because she will put on great matches, like she did here. And that's really all I gotta say regarding that.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the fucking room.
Seth Rollins,
Seth
mystery
versus
opponent.
a fucking mystery opponent. Holy shit! That's
So,
all. That's just Cody fucking Rhodes.
I was gonna build up to that.
Oh,
Yes,
my bad.
Cody Rhodes. I give this match a 4.25.
Yeah, no, 4.5 all the way for me. I'll let you go first and tell me everything you liked or did not like about this match.
Oh, there's not a single thing I do not dislike about this match. The thing that I loved most, for me, I wouldn't have cared if Cody Rhodes came back or not. In fact, I was fully behind Vince most likely trolling the audience. In fact, because of Undertaker's tease from the previous night, I honestly thought he was going to be The Undertaker. But no.
Same.
Yeah, you seen, yeah, when he said never say never, I was thinking, and then right after that, they showed Seth Rollins' mystery opponent promo package. I'm thinking, oh my god, it's going to be Taker versus Seth.
I literally almost fell out of my chair. I'm sitting there thinking, is Taker seriously about to come out here? There's no way in hell, right? And then the music hit, and I was like, oh my god, it's him.
They used the American Nightmare stuff. Vince straight out told Cody, if it ain't broke, there's no need to fix it. This match, here's the thing. This match at one point was match of the night. I have a different match of the night here, and we'll get to that match when we get there. It's on night 2. But this match was fucking awesome. I mean, my gosh, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, 9 years ago, was wrestling in a tag team matches against each other. Cody Rhodes was in a tag team match fighting for his career against Seth Rollins. They both had one of the best matches at this WrestleMania. I mean, my gosh, this match was just vicious. First off, Seth Rollins' line of "Welcome back to the big leagues, bitch." That line was hilarious. Stop getting so butthurt, people. It's Seth fucking Rollins. He's gonna say this type of stuff.
No, I don't think it was butthurt. I really think that I think honestly, Seth, deep down, is glad that Cody's back, and I feel like they have a tremendous amount of respect for each other. I loved this match from start to finish. They tore the house down. And the icing on the cake is that Cody won. If they had Seth Rollins win, I would have been honestly pissed off.
Dude, here's the thing. I had no worry in my mind that Seth was gonna win this one. There was no way they would do that. This is they brought back the American Nightmare, Cody. Yeah. Cody's last televised match, and then the Superstars is his last match against Zack Ryder, but his last match was actually in this stadium as Stardust. Now look.
Did you notice what his intro said?
Yeah, it said something about the crowd going wild, and when he rose up, the crowd went wild.
No. Cody Rhodes' intro, which leads to his father mostly is one more royal family wrestling has one more royal family.
Yeah, and it's true. It's probably the next night really builds on that. Seth Rollins, as I said before, the buckle bomb against the barricade was loud as hell. He was trying to kill Cody.
Yeah, no, the back and forth of them trying to do their finishers was fucking amazing.
They had such great chemistry. I mean, my gosh.
Like, I want to see them go at it more. I really do.
And I'm glad it wasn't a squash. I'm glad it was a proper back and forth match. And really, That's all I got to say on that match.
We'll talk about not being squash matches later on this night too, which I cannot wait to get to later.
That's night. That's more of night 2.
Yes,
Night
yes, indeed.
next. Gonna be
Next,
Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte, the champion, defeating Ronda Rousey, 18 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm gonna wait for your rating before I share mine, because this match needs to be split between the community.
Oh God, honestly, I'm having okay, I've been through a lot, so I'm having a hard time remembering everything. But if I had to give an honest God rating, 3.5 at the max for me.
For me, I give it a 1.5. This match.
I'm eager to tell you, or eager for you to tell me why.
This match was fucking awful. Here's the thing. It was much better than we all thought, because all of us were thinking, because I don't know if you were hearing about, oh no you weren't, because you were at work. There was rumors going around that Ronda Rousey stormed out of the arena. There was all sorts of drama going on with Ronda and Charlotte in the backstage area. But even before all that, because these two hate each other, we all thought it was going to be a Brock and Goldberg Part 2. It was not. What we got instead was a much better match, but still horrible. I'm going to say this now. These two do not have chemistry. This match is sloppy as a motherfucker. They just kept repeating the same moves. When they tried new stuff, it was sloppy. The pacing is all over the fucking place. And why the hell does Charlotte win? These two clearly hate each other. It really showed in the stiffness between both of them. It really showed in the selling between both of them. Neither of them were selling at all. It was just terrible. It's very clear both of these two did not want to be here at all. Me and Gold were just trashing on this match the whole entire time. It was just comedy fucking gold. No pun intended. It just turns out. I give it a 3.5. That means you liked it.
Well, I'm being generous because...
I'm being generous. I could have given this a fucking dud.
Yeah, no. I'm being generous, in my opinion, because of the length of the match and whether it maybe should not have gone on for, what'd you say, 18 fucking minutes?
Yeah. There's no reason... By the way, they had to come after... two great matches, but women-wise, they had to come after the Bianca and Becky. There's no way they were topping that.
No. They didn't hold a candle to Bianca and Becky's match, I will say that. But at the same time, the reason I'm giving it the rating that I'm giving it is not just the lengthwise, but I look at the action, okay? The amount of heavy bumps they went through. The freaking Ronda doing the armbar, Charlotte trying to freaking do what she did. Just the constant back and forth. I look at what they went through during the match. Yeah, it probably could have had some better spots. Don't get me wrong, obviously. But, I mean, for God's sakes, Ronda was going for submission and same with Charlotte. They were going back and forth. They freaking just would not stop. That's why I also give a 2.5 because Charlotte fucking won. I want Ronda fucking Rousey. I wanted her to win. So yeah, they could have done way better. The caliber of athlete, the caliber of performer that Charlotte has done in matches in her career, the shit she's gone through, the moves that she's pulled out, honestly, it could have been way better. She should have been jumping off the fucking top rope and diving and hitting natural selection and Ronda kicking out and everything. So yeah, the match could have done way freaking better. I'm being generous because of the stuff that I did see and the length that it went.
Yeah. I mean, you're part of the people that actually liked it and found good in it. For me, I'm not...
And it baffles me. It's just, we talk about all the time of how, excuse me for breaking the fourth wall here, but, what's practiced and what's staged and all that bullshit. Regardless of what's practiced and what's staged and what's set to happen, you get athletes like Charlotte and Ronda that do try their damnedest to tear the fucking house down with each other. It just sometimes doesn't work and sometimes it does.
It doesn't work, especially when the two women hate each other.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
me,
they do. I legitimately think that they actually don't like each other in real life. I mean, Charlotte is A+ fucking athlete, and so is Ronda. This match should have been way better. They should have beat the living hell out of each other, tore the house down, and had fucking match of the night, in my opinion. But it didn't fucking happen.
it is what it is. I mean, it did exactly what I expected to. So it actually exceeded my expectations by a lot. Even more.
But I'm over it.
Yeah.
Ronda should be champion, but either way.
Yeah. Next, not the match, but next is the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I gave this whole segment, prior to what the big stuff was, an 8 out of 10.
Oh, you're not doing the show on a
No. I said prior to the match.
Oh.
No, like the segment,
okay.
the KO show segment.
Oh, yeah. No. The segment of Austin, or I mean, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the segment of KO sitting there running his mouth and Steve Austin just standing there like, are you done? Are you done?
That was funny.
You know, you in about 5. He's like The Rock in that aspect where all he's got to do is say one line and the crowd's fucking behind him.
Exactly.
You know? Like that shit's hilarious. You know, you're gonna come out here, talk shit. You're about to have 70,000 people calling you an asshole. So, like, dude, like, I'm sorry. The freaking segment, KO trying to be an asshole, talking shit, and got put in his fucking place. It was fucking hilarious.
So, what do you get that out of 10? Just curious.
Yeah, no, same, honestly.
Yeah, like, hey, it was good. I love how Austin was just cussing too, man. That crowd, the pop for Austin. Oh my gosh.
Austin should have said more than what he said, but at the same time...
No, Austin said plenty. Because what he had to say was what was next. No holds barred. Stone Cold Steve Austin defeated Kevin Owens in a 13-minute and 55-second match. I give it a 3.5.
Same. I mean, let's put it real here. Steve Austin, a legend, a king, coming and fighting him was just freaking amazing. You know, Austin tried to take over. Austin stunning, winning the match, typical fashion of beer drinking. That it was genius.
It was. And the one thing I really respect most about Austin, this match easily could have been Austin walking up the KO, stunner, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he could have been a 5-second match, but it wasn't.
Can I add, Austin is 56 years old, has not taken a bump since WrestleMania 19, and might I also add, if this dude takes one risky bump, he is taking the risk of dying. This motherfucker took a suplex on concrete, and also took a stunner himself.
That's what I'm saying. The man is a certified badass.
He could have ruined his reputation. Sorry, Taker. I love you. You're one of the greatest of all time, but you really were wrecking your reputation there towards the end of your career until the AJ Styles match. He could have pulled a Shawn Michaels and had a horrible Saudi Arabia match. No, Austin and KO, is it one of the best wrestling matches of all time? Hell fucking no. No, this was a brawl. This was just a straight up brawl. It was fun. The crowd was fun.
I don't even care if it was fixed or what, dude. You're talking about somebody that one run. Okay, Austin's fucking paralyzed. Take him out on the stretcher. You know, like they fucking went at it.
And crash to KO, dude was absolutely safe with Austin. I'm glad. By the way, people stop hating on KO. Kevin Owens does not deserve he is not fat. Kevin Owens is losing weight. Kevin Owens is fantastic in that ring. Kevin Owens is fantastic on the mic.
Steve Austin, as a matter of fact, dude. You remember the picture I showed you? And I wish, I know you can't put. I don't know if you'll be able to put it up during the video or not, later on. But for the God's sakes, the video. Steve Austin or KO met Steve Austin when he was a kid. Then
Oh yeah, I can't show. I
met
won't
him
show that. But
again when he got to right. Then now it's dude. It's literally, if this was not a sign, it was meant to be. The freaking meetup was meant to fucking be.
and it. Here's the thing. Like I said, for whatever reason, people were like complaining about KO losing all that. No, KO did not care. KO was having the time of his life. For damn sure he was crying.
No. He knew what was going to happen. He knew they knew that it was going to come out. Hey, I'm a freaking have Steve Austin, make WrestleMania freaking fun as hell. Let's do this shit. Have my childhood idol freaking give me a Stone Cold Stunner. Are you kidding me? Like, it was beautiful.
Like, it was,
I get to stand in the ring with my childhood hero, stun him stun me, and you couldn't have asked for a better match, in my opinion.
Like, you have to know, KO probably had to hold back, most likely, tears. Tears, and to make sure he didn't crack a smile, he had to stick to being in the heel, especially when Austin confirmed. Especially when Austin said, we're going to do this match, that bell ringing, KO had to hold everything back.
Yeah, oh yeah. and he had to be, and the fact that he stayed easy and made sure Austin didn't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? The match was beautiful. It's
Respect.
just, it straight up 3.5. Incredible match.
I mean, here's the thing. Austin, I think one thing for certain, Austin drinking the beer definitely helped them a lot. That was like his ibuprofen. But like the suplexes on the stage, the four-wheeler, like I said, Austin taking a stunner, that ending.
Yeah.
That ending. KO swings the chair, bounces off the rope into his head, stutter. That shit was funny.
Oh my god. Take a chair shot to his head. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful, man.
What a glorious way to close off the night. The crowd, oh my gosh. And this wouldn't be the end of Austin on this WrestleMania, but we'll get there when we get there. Loved every second. I got to watch Stone Cold Steve Austin live wrestling.
I know.
That's a privilege.
Yes.
And I'll take that privilege with honor. I said 3.5, and overall, with night one, I give night one a 7.5. The thing that really affects night one has to be the first two matches, more of like the opening match, but really it's that Ronda match that kills it. But besides that, the slow start to Mania 38, it just went from there, had a speed bump. But really, overall, it was a fun night.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't really, as much as I would like to give this podcast a little bit of a, honestly, I can't disagree.
Exactly. It's a 7.5. It's a really great start the first night of WrestleMania. And that's really all I got to say on night one. Night one, even though it had the worst card out of the two, somehow was really great. Good. Not great. 7.5 is not great, but it exceeded way past the expectations it was given.
I'm sorry if you heard me freaking talking. I'm listening to everything. My mom came into my room and long story. Anyway, no, agree. Honestly, I would love to freaking, play, a little bit into stuff and say, I agree, I disagree. Dude, I give it 100% with what you're saying. I would love to give controversy, but I can't. 7.5 all the way. Some of the matches were good. Some of the matches not so good. Some of the spots incredible. It was just all in all. WrestleMania gave me a little bit more of it restored part of my faith in WWE.
Like BHB, it's not restoring my faith. I know WWE's gonna get back to being shit again, but for these two nights only, damn it, was it fun being a wrestling fan?
No, again. it made me feel like the days of old where I was actually enjoying the fucking wrestling show. Literally, I felt like I was a little bit of a kid again, enjoying wrestling again. Like, honestly. You know, I mean, guys, I haven't watched Monday Night Raw, but like twice in the past freaking, I don't know, maybe 4 Raws in 1 year, if that. Okay, and so for me to sit here and say that I fell in love watching this, that's my statement. I mean, wrestling tonight WrestleMania was awesome. You know, yeah,
It was.
it had its downfalls, but at the same time, I fucking loved it.
Yeah, now night two. Now we get to jump into night two. Night two, holy shit.
Jesus
Whoo!
Christ, man.
But let's kick it off. The triple threat tag team match with the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. RK Bro, the champions, defeating the Street Profits Alpha Academy in an 11-minute, 30-second match. Haha, 3.75. Holy shit, what an opener.
I want to give 3.75, dude, just for the fucking Matt Riddle. God dang it.
God, I mean, what do you give it out of 10?
Do what?
I mean, what do you give that, rating-wise?
3.5. 3.5. Just, dude, I'm going to go ahead and address it like I said. Matt freaking Riddle. This kid is something else. The match itself was awesome. You have the Street Profits. You have Alpha Academy. I'm not fully behind, but I love the Street Profits. I love RK Bro. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Randy Orton. Matt Riddle, you freaking crazy kid.
He was. He did an RKO.
RK Bro. Yeah, RK Bro. Dude, an
RKO
off of a freaking top rope from somebody on the... Like, what the hell was it? What?
Like, what? And also, might I add, thank you to WWE for keeping the triple threat rules. Much appreciated.
Dude, I just... And you know what I absolutely love about Riddle? The reason I'm so behind him is because he's one of those people in such a long time that even when the camera's rolling, he'll break character because he's living a fucking dream.
Dude, Randy is having the time of his life. It is clearly shown here.
Yeah, no, he did a podcast with
Pat McAfee
saying why he's, and I never watched it. But dude, okay, so back at the Hall of Fame, back during the Hall of Fame, when Taker was accepting his thing and they panned the camera sideways, and you could see Matt Riddle in the background. His jaw was cracked on the... Dude, this kid is living a fucking childhood dream, and he's an incredible athlete. I love this pairing between him and Randy. Randy still got it. Street Profits are incredible athletes. You know what I mean? And yes, Alpha Academy too. I'm not the biggest fan of Chad Gable. I love Otis, but
I love all these guys. That's what made this match even better.
But for the love of God, dude, this match was... The ending was great. It was an incredible thing. They had so many spots. The RKO from Matt Riddle was just a thing of beauty. Like, Randy, I know you can pull an RKO out of anywhere. Please, I dare you to try that one.
I mean, definitely, especially when you have no fucking shoes on. That's like trying to almost break a toe.
The match I love the chemistry. The chemistry is what made this match as good as it was, honestly.
Yeah, now the match, and not just Randy and fucking Matt.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about this, unless you have something else to add.
I do. You were talking more about Randy and Matt than even the match.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The match itself was awesome. I love the spots.
The spots were great. They kept the triple threat rules. Everybody played their role in this match. I was worrying Randy Orton would not play a role, considering Randy didn't do much for an amount of time. But then when Randy got in that ring, oh my god. It was fun. This match, oh my gosh. I wish it went a little bit longer, because this match went a little longer. Oh, it would have gotten to the fours. But 3.75 is still a great opener. Much better than last night's opener. And finally, Randy Orton opening at WrestleMania yet again, back-to-back years. And this time it actually did good.
Agreed.
Yeah. Next. Oh boy. Bobby Lashley defeating Omos in a 6-minute, 35-second match. 1.5. Boy howdy. What's your rating
Did not care. Did not care for this match.
Would you even just IDC?
Yeah, I'll give it the fucking 1 star. I did not give a fuck
Dude, this
about this
was
match.
equivalent to Kane versus Great Khali at WrestleMania 23. This right here, oh my god, Bobby Lashley should have been added to Brock versus Bobby because, no, Brock versus Roman, because technically he didn't even get pinned or submitted to lose his belt. I know WWE doesn't get the automatic rematch thing, but he got knocked out of the chamber match. He had a reason to fight to be in that match, unlike Daniel and unlike Charlotte. Other times Charlotte has. She had a really damn good... Daniel twice. He had a really good reason to be in these matches.
The only reason they even did this match, dude, was because, MVP freaking, hey, I'm with Omos now. Okay,
and also,
what fucking do?
Because they want to push Omos. Little did I know, they had...
Omos. Let's put him up against Bobby fucking Lashley. Like, really?
Like, really? And by the way, I took notice twice in this night, there was a spear to the back. Here and then the main event. Like, what? I mean...
I did not care for this match.
I
watched it, but...
I feel so bad for Bobby. Bobby carried the fuck out of this thing. WWE, you better not push Omos. Omos is exactly like Great Khali. This dude cannot move for shit. He
has the athleticism, but he's Great Khali 2.0. He has the athleticism, okay? He's a big man that can fucking move.
He cannot move. You know a big man who could move? Braun. He ain't moving like Braun.
No, I agreed with that. But literally, the thing is Omos is a guy, okay? Here's how I fucking attack. I can take a shoulder tackle. I can pick you up and slam you. Congratulations. Where have we seen that before? Like you said, Great Khali. Okay? I'm sorry, we don't need another big show. We don't need, well, I mean, we do, but...
Yeah, we're kind of lacking big guys now.
But for the love of God, Omos is not it. Until I see this man jump off the top rope or do a freaking suicide dive, I'm not getting behind him.
He doesn't need to do any of those. Omos just needs to stop whatever the hell he's doing now. He is moving way too slow. He just needs to get a better pace in the ring.
Yeah.
Or WWE just needs to come to accept that Omos is more of a manager guy who just wrestles very little. Because he's just not it. I'm sorry. This match could have been a dud, but like I said, Bobby carried this match with all of his might, man.
I knew from the get-go Bobby was going to win, but it's just this match was stupid. It was a time filler. It was, okay, so what do you fucking do? MVP's not your manager anymore. I don't give a damn.
At least Bobby... I'm glad Bobby got back-to-back WrestleMania wins, and Bobby has a WrestleMania match. Both him and Drew got screwed over big fucking time. You could have just done Drew versus Bobby again.
Bobby is main event caliber. Omos,
Bobby's a face. Bobby is a freaking face. Gotta love him.
Omos needs to go back to being a fucking bodyguard for God knows who.
Yes. Next, anything goes match. Johnny Knoxville defeats Sami Zayn. 14 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh,
3.5. How about you?
Oh, God. Just... You know what? I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to give it a 4 because of the freaking shenanigans.
Dude, this was so...
What was this match, man? It was a fucking Jackass episode.
Sports entertainment at its finest.
Dear God, this is what sports entertainment... This is the definition of when Vince went on live TV. I don't promote wrestling. I promote sports. This was sports entertainment to a fucking kid. What the hell was that?
Fun.
Oh my God.
This match was just, dude, I was having the time of my life during this match. My back was hurting. My head almost hurt because how much
Jesus.
This match is a crime for how many times I had to... I mean, in sports entertainment-wise, 5. But, you know, I can't do that. 3.5 is for what it's worth.
For the love of God, okay? Sami... I don't like him as a...
Sami needs to be pushed. This dude has done everything for WWE. He has never complained.
Yeah, no.
He has the great mix skills,
did
great in
this,
ring.
the fact that he did this proves how much he loves this company. I'll give Sami props on this. Why I'm giving the match the same thing or 4. I mean, and mostly because of Johnny. You got Johnny. The man's not an athlete, okay? He's old as shit. He's put his body through the 7 circles of hell. And then you had the entire Jackass crew perform a fucking circus act with Sami. This was brilliant.
It was. This match, wow. I mean,
I thought it was going to be. I thought. I don't know. When I heard anything goes, my first thought was, okay, Sami and Johnny are going to get in the ring. Sami's going to beat the shit out of this man, quote unquote, fake or not. And he's going to be a heel, and everybody's going to boo, and the match is going to be over. No, this was brilliant entertainment.
I was one of the few people that put this match actually being really good. I predict this would be a 3.5, and it would just be an absolute bonkers blast match. This was not what I was expecting, but it was bonkers also.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a dud. I really was.
Nobody's mentioning this. Credit to Johnny Knoxville for the quick and improvised thinking when the mousetrap thing failed. That shit got botched horrifically, and Johnny Knoxville was able to save that spot. That credit to him.
I mean, just lay there and take that shit too.
But like I said, credit to Johnny. That shit, like, it broke. He had to quickly think upon that, and he was quick on that.
Yeah, honestly. I don't really have much else to say. The match was awesome. Props to Johnny for doing this sketchy shit. Props to Sami for entertaining the fucking fans. Dude.
It was. Great stuff.
It was amazing.
I was having the time of my life. Next. Fatal 4-way tag team match for the WWE's Women's Tag Team Championships. Sasha Banks and Naomi defeats Queen Selena and Carmella champions. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and Natalya and Shayna Baszler in 10 minutes and 50 seconds. This match surprisingly wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. I gave it 3 stars.
It's hard for me to yeah, no, I now I know why you didn't write all those names down when you said Women's Fatal 4-way. I was like,
yeah,
I forgot that it was. I forgot for 2 seconds that it was a fucking women's tag match, and it was just honestly, I give it a 3.5 because with the amount of women in that ring, hush, dog. With the amount of women in that ring, they did, the best they could. They freaking tore. In my opinion, they gave everything they had. They did this match. They freaking fought it out. You've got main event caliber females in this match. It's just holy shit. Who was the winner again?
Sasha and Naomi. Which, by the way, they could have done a storyline with Sasha's 0-6 streak, but they just wasted it. Unfortunately, they could have done so much with it, but considering how this match could have gone, they gave them the proper time, and well, it was good enough.
Yeah. Super dragged out, and them trying to fill the shit with spots and.
At one point, it looked like it was going to be like that, but then it turned into a proper match. Now, 2 complaints. Firstly, I wish they did it like they do with the triple threats. They, did it Fatal 4-way style. And also, Corey Graves being horny as fuck. That shit was not entertaining at all. That shit was annoying. You didn't hear Corey Graves' commentary in this match? Dude was fucking horny as a hell for fucking Carmella. It's like, my fiance out there.
I hated that. I was like, Corey, shut the fuck up.
Corey... Might I add, Corey Graves, Jimmy Smith were so goddamn annoying to this WrestleMania. Byron Saxon, my man, you did pretty damn good in this WrestleMania. Credit to you. Jimmy Smith and Corey.
Just snap at Corey and just be like, look, we get it. It's your wife. Shut the fuck up.
Or as he would say,
the level of professionalism shown by Byron to sit here and just keep calling this match while Corey's being the way he was like, dude, like, God.
Corey's just following his script. I can't blame that, but it's still not going to put it against it. Corey was annoying. I find Corey Graves really annoying. I mean, a few years ago, Corey was good, but it's over time. He's been exposed for the commentary. He is not that good. Not at all.
Yeah, no. I was, what's funny, you mentioned that, is when he was in NXT, and I actually took the time to watch NXT, I was all behind Corey Graves. I liked
Same.
him. Now
Even
I
when he
just
joined the main roster for a bit time. Now he's annoying.
yeah
Fuck him.
Now
Though-
I'm just like I don't care.
Though someone said they should have punished Corey for cheating. No, that's his personal life. What is it going to do with him cheating when he does it bad? Like, that's
I know. Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, you're sitting here talking about your future wife when, oh, I'm sorry, you had a fucking affair to get her, so you need to, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So did Bray Wyatt. Yeah, they pushed him to beyond fucking heights.
Bray's not a dickhead. But yeah, that's all I got to say of this match.
Let's.
Next,
We need
a match that I feel like maybe I'm overrating. I don't know. I gotta confirm it both based off you. I'm actually gonna wait for your rating on this match. Edge defeats AJ Styles in 24 minutes and 5 seconds. What is your rating? I just want to make sure.
Okay, so I rated this one, and we need to halfway hurry unless you want to pause because my dog's whining at my door and I need to take him out. So here's my thing. I rated this match based on you have two people who I guarantee you a few years back, before AJ came to WWE, people would have said, oh, I would love to see Edge versus AJ. I guarantee you that match has probably been in so many people's head. You had a dream match. Two competitors who people would want more than anything. Honestly, I feel as though, in a way, this match was. If I had to give it a rating, I'm gonna go 4 stars.
Ooh. By the way, we don't have to. Speedy, you can go pretend your bog outside. And I could just cut off the blank spots and just get right back into it. That's not a problem.
Yeah. Like I give it 4 stars for quite a few reasons. But what was your rating?
I give this match a 4.5. For me, this match exceeded all the expectations for me. Maybe I have to rewatch it, but for me, this was match of the night at WrestleMania. For me, the selling between Edge and AJ was on a different fucking level. These two kept selling the injuries throughout the match. The match was just building up to this intensity, and I just hate that the crowd was so quiet. But I ignored the crowd. I was just admiring the fantastic wrestling between these two. These two have such great chemistry in the ring. This match was building up towards anything. My only complaint was that ending was not really good. They really could do something better for that ending. It felt like a Raw
so
type
you
ending.
and me were definitely on the same page of dream caliber match because between two people that,
Oh, yeah.
10 years ago, you would have died to see this shit.
And we wouldn't have seen it, because if Edge did do this 10 years ago, he would have actually died.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But no, we got what we wanted. Now, I understand why people don't not particularly fond of the match. Maybe it did disappoint them. But for me, I thought it exceeded my expectations and also exceeded goals as well, because we both watched the match. And I thought this match was, no pun intended, phenomenal. I hope these two have a match later on in Hell in a Cell. As of right now, I am so down for this Damian Priest and Edge tag team. It just shouldn't have ended the way it should have. I mean, they didn't get 30 minutes like I wished, but hey, it was great for what it's worth. So
I'm just glad that it was not a squash match between two
it was not going to be.
dream match competitors.
It was never going to be. But speaking of squash, Sheamus and Ridge fucking Holland defeat New Day in a 1 minute and 40-second match.
Oh, man.
I give it
Wait, how long was the fucking match?
1 minute and 40 seconds. Apparently, at first, they were saying 7. I don't know why, but 1 minute and 40 seconds. I gave this a dud. I have my reasons for this. I just want to hear your rating. I think you'll agree with everything I got to say. But
honestly,
you can get away with saying no rating because it was literally under 2 minutes.
No. I'm gonna agree with you on this one. I honestly, I'll give the 1 star for the fucking tribute that they did for Big E, the outfits. Okay, it was. I honestly did not like it. Okay, this was stupid. It made no damn sense. I love Sheamus. I love the New Day. Don't really give a crap about Ridge Holland. Just again, another filler match in my opinion. Just I didn't care for it.
This match, I mean, what do we get? I'm glad Sheamus got a WrestleMania match. He deserved this WrestleMania match all the way. But, oh boy. Firstly, I do like the tribute to Big E, but Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston as singlets.
Oh God, just
Cursed image.
dude.
This was literally
This man has toothpick legs, for God's sake.
like, damn. These guys were told you have under 2 minutes, go out there and do whatever you're doing. Here's the thing.
I'm sorry, just that and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm still picturing freaking Xavier Woods. The man is a fucking beast, apparently. God dang.
Yeah, he actually looked good in it. But the pacing of the match. Firstly, why is Rich Holland the one mostly wrestling here? Firstly, why is Rich Holland in this match? Why is Rich Holland winning a WrestleMania match after he almost killed someone?
Who the fuck is Rich Holland? Who?
The guy almost killed Big E. Who? Yeah, that motherfucker. He got a WrestleMania win. It was that. The pacing. This match was all over the place. For a match that's 1 minute 40 seconds, it sure felt like it was 30. And also, what the fuck was going on with Pete Dunne? Or as Butch? Dude, why was Sheamus playing babysitter to Butch? Why was he acting like a fucking child? What the fuck? One of your longest reigning. This dude held the United Kingdom title for like 700 days? 600 days or something like that? Motherfucker's out here acting like a toddler. Running around everywhere and Sheamus has to stop him. Like, what the fuck? What was that? What was any of that?
I don't know, man. This match was... I wanted to slap the shit out of Pete Dunne. Okay?
Same! What the fuck?
I was so... Because, again, when I actually took the time to watch NXT, and I was all behind Pete Dunne. The guy is a fucking phenomenon in that ring. What the fuck was this 5-year-old let me act like I'm gonna, let me throw a tantrum and act like I'm gonna kill the freaking dude or kill Corbin? Dude, shut the fuck up. Stand still on the fucking beside the ring.
Stop letting Sheamus be your babysitter.
Bro, there's a match going on. Shut up, stand still, and just be a third wheel for the longest part of this whole.
The funny thing is, he was quiet. He just was not, still.
Yeah, when I say shut up, I mean just basically stop fucking moving.
This needs to go down as one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. Everything about this match was awful. This is going to be going down as a hidden hater. Because this shit was...
Sheamus, I would damn near slap the shit out of Pete Dunne.
No, I slapped the shit out of whoever thought it was a good idea to have Pete go out there acting like that. Because clearly Pete did not want to do that. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this match no more, bro.
Towards the end, he was sitting there holding him back, and Sheamus was laughing. I'm like, yeah, I feel like you're laughing just so you don't kill this man right now.
Sheamus is probably just having the time of his life. I mean, think about it. Sheamus now can accomplishedly say he has 2 squash matches under his WrestleMania resume, and he won both of them. That's impressive.
I would not want this match under my belt. I'm sorry.
No. I don't think he wants the 18-second one under his resume either.
Sheamus deserved way better. Okay,
he did.
Sorry. The Daniel Bryan match is
gosh,
the Daniel Bryan match, I'm sorry, man. That's like, bro, what? Why? Oh.
It's just, wow. But next, Pat
Let's
McAfee
talk about a child's
defeats
dream come true for
Pat McAfee. Defeats Austin Theory in a 9 minute 40-second match. Now, this is the match where both of these guys, mainly Austin Theory, proves themselves to see if Austin Theory going to push later down the year. I give this match a 3.5. Woo!
I give it a 3.5 because, again...
That crowd, baby.
To use the Shawn Michaels thing, boyhood dream come true. The man got to participate in the ring and have a fucking WrestleMania moment. If that's not a feel-good moment, I don't know what is. And to win, to have him win, and to show that, hey, yeah, I might be a fucking, an older guy and a commentator, but I can fucking hang in this ring. I know what I'm doing. And props to Theory to put him over and to help sell the match, honestly.
Dude, the thing Austin needed to do here was not win, but Austin needed to prove that he deserves to get his push later on. And yes, he deserves it all the way.
He helped sell the match completely. Like, honestly. Like, I loved everything about this match. And
match.
The crowd, oh my God, the crowd with that song, Seven Nations Army, dude, that was brilliant.
Dude, that song was I was freaking beating to that song. I mean, whoa. I mean, I was doing the beat of that song.
Yes. And not to move on to the next one, but props to Vince for the fucking just sitting there watching this. Holy shit.
Dude, Vince, I think Vince was trying to hold back his smile just because he was impressed with both of them.
The commentary table is just like, we need to behave. Oh my God, Vince is sitting right there. Vince was loving Pat McAfee, even though he was needed to show that he didn't like him. You could tell Vince was fucking impressed and loved Pat McAfee for this shit.
Like gosh, and that's the match. As for the match itself, an absolute blast. Austin Theory deserves to get a push. I hope he wins Money in the Bank this year. Pat McAfee, at first was sharing Michael. By the way, Michael prior to the match was saying, Pat, come on, win. We can both be undefeated together. Shit was funny.
That was brilliant. Let's talk about the aftermath with the Vince and Pat being a fucking, bring it in here. Let's talk about it, please.
This is where WrestleMania 38 hit a whole new level for me in terms of just entertainment. Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, Pat McAfee with his arms. I'm going to say it after we're done with this match. Pat McAfee had one of the greatest WrestleMania nights of all time, but I'll explain it here in a bit. He was sitting here challenging Vince. Challenging Vince, because Vince and Austin Theory walking away. Vince then proceeds to take off his suit, bring on his tank top, walk middle of the ring, and we have a motherfucking match.
I could not get over the fact that at, what is he, damn near 90?
He's 76 years old, and this dude's fucking ripped.
This motherfucker looks like he just left the goddamn gym. He looks like a fucking mafia boss. Gets in the fucking ring, and props to Pat McAfee for selling the freaking slowest clothesline I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Dude,
all this did was walk a couple steps, hold his arm out.
Pat McAfee had back-to-back matches in a second. That's impressive.
Pat McAfee sit here and sells a clothesline. The dude, getting daggone well, Vince McMahon, the clothesline, he was slow with it. He sits there and sold that shit like a champ.
He did. By the way, this match...
Let me fall down to a clothesline. Let me have Vince McMahon whoop my ass. Dude, it was fucking hilarious.
It was, dude.
Loved it. The ending. Go ahead and tell me your shit, but the ending too. Just
the punt kick, the punt to the guy. This was fun. And then I give this match an A. I give it nothing. It wasn't really a match. It was just Vince destroying on
the... I'm sorry. Fuck the on scale of 5. Give it a fucking 10. Like, dude, it was beautiful. It was genius. You had... I'm sorry to go ahead and say it. I've got to. Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, and oh my God, that's where I just hit a whole new level.
Whatever, fucking all over again.
That's where...
Go ahead.
That's where I hit a whole new level of just pure entertainment. I mean, my gosh. And then Austin Theory's stunner.
Dude, okay. And the icing on the cake, the end of it all. Pat McAfee's laying on his back beside the announcer table, chugging a fucking beer.
By the way, fun fact: Pat was not told he was going to get stunnered. He just sold it anyways. When Austin kicked him in the gut, that beer spot. But the real treasure of this all was whatever the fuck that stunner was on Vince. I know Vince never sold the stunner well, but my God.
I can't reach you. Reach.
Dude, Austin was dying of fucking laughter.
He missed. He couldn't reach out and reach Vince McMahon. Fucking botched the stunner.
Vince was having. Oh gosh.
That literally segment match, whatever the fuck you want to call this, of the night. I'm sorry, this took the cake on night 2.
It did. Like I said, why Pat McAfee had the greatest WrestleMania of all time? Dude shocked everybody. Not really, but he had the whole crowd in the palm of his hands against Austin Theory. Won. Not only a second later, he got Vince McMahon to do his first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Also Vince's first actual match in 10 years. He took on a 76-year-old Vince McMahon, then lost to him.
Sold. I'm sorry. Like, I know I keep putting emphasis on that. Dude, Vince McMahon wobbled forward. Let me put my arm out. You sold a clothesline. Pat McAfee sold that shit.
And Pat had back-to-back WrestleMania matches in a second, the quickest ever.
I was dying laughing.
Then he drank a beer with Stone Cold Steve Austin and got stunned, and then created probably what's going to be a fabulous meme years from now, when he drank the beer on the floor mat.
Chugging a
Everything about that.
If that turned into a meme in itself, I swear to God.
Like, Pat, everything about that was just WrestleMania in a nutshell. This felt like WrestleMania, man. It's been so long since WrestleMania's felt like WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, like, this is what I was trying to say, man. This, not necessarily, okay, maybe I'm stretching it as in redeeming or restoring my faith. This right here, the entire WrestleMania itself, including that moment, made me enjoy and love watching this shit again. Like,
for me,
it made the candle that is lit in my heart for my love of WWE burn just a little bit brighter, if that makes any sense.
For me, it's not going to happen. This same story has happened so many times with me and WWE. It's going to go back to shit again. But I'm thankful for at least 2 nights they were competent.
I feel like you're right. But for them to redeem themselves and have an actual pay-per-view that was worth a damn?
Yeah.
Like, bro. They captured lightning in a bottle, in my opinion.
Definitely. That's what it was. I'm proud of it now.
Let's go from
the main event.
The funniest fucking shit I've ever seen in my life to one of the most serious moments between 2 guys who... Winner take all. Undoubtedly have a lot of respect for each other. Breaking the fourth wall here. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Holy God, it was not a 5-second squash match. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
12 minutes, 20 seconds. I gave it 3.25. It's very clear they had to cut off this match short because Roman Reigns injured his shoulder.
Yeah. No, 3.5. They gave it their all. They kept going back and forth. They beat the spear through the barricade. The freaking the heavy bumps. Everything. Roman, I hope your shoulder's okay. I do. Bloody hell. It was not a squash match. The reason I'm agreeing with you on the 3 is it wasn't a squash match. It wasn't F5, 1, 2, 3, or spear, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, God, for giving us a match of 2 titans beating the hell out of each other.
Exactly. Exactly. But, though, I'm going to give it the same complaint. It was kind of like their other matches. But, this might possibly also be Brock Lesnar's last ever match, which I hope it's not. Please don't let it be.
I'm loving this version of Brock Lesnar too
One
much.
thing I'll hand this match is it wasn't... The crowd didn't shit on it like 34. Like, the crowd being hyped actually had me hyped. Because considering that they were how the last time it went when they main evented WrestleMania, the crowd was for this. They were in it, and it could have been better. I cannot deny, but I really think Roman Reigns' shoulder injury cut this match a lot shorter.
It did, and it sucks that it did, and it's just,
still good for what it's worth. It's crazy. Both main events of WrestleMania were under 14 minutes, but I'm not complaining. By this point, I was having too much of a great time. This could not disappoint me. For people that probably were having a bad time, this probably wasn't a pass.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hate to sound. I mean, I don't hate. I love how I'm sounding like a kid and selling. What's. I know I keep kind of bringing that up on what's real and what's not. Dude, this match puts an emphasis on what it was for them to be champion. Again, they left everything. They beat the hell out of each other, quote unquote. The moves they did, the everything. It was brilliant. It was honestly, I don't know what off the top of my head they could have done to make this better. I mean, what, top rope shit? Like, honestly, like let's be real here. They gave it their all in that match, and I fucking loved it.
Oh yeah.
So, and props to Roman to keep going there towards the end after his shoulder, like, honestly. So, and hey, I'm gonna go for an F5. Nope, I'm jumping down, spearing you, and winning this shit. Mess up shoulder and all. Like, dude, my mouth, my jaw hit the floor when I saw that happen because I wasn't actually expecting that exactly.
Yeah. Now, overall. WrestleMania, well, not overall. WrestleMania Night 2, I gave WrestleMania Night 2 an 8.
Oh, what?
I gave WrestleMania Night 2, just Night 2 in general, an 8. The only bad match was the Omos match. Everything else was good. Well, there was the duds, but taking the duds away, the dud and the 1 star, 1.5 star, it was great. Fun.
Yeah, no, if I had to include the freaking stupid bullshit match,
Just Night 2, not all together.
Yeah, no, Night 2 altogether. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you. No, I'm going to say 7 because I can't overlook I can't overlook the stupidity of Bobby versus Omos and the Sheamus and New Day.
Yeah. Now, all together, with using the good old calculator, you gave Night 1 a 7.5, and for you that would be 7.2, but you can determine it yourself. Altogether for WrestleMania Night 1, Night 2, it would be a 7.75 out of 10 for me.
Oh, yeah, no, altogether, everything, 7.5 for me. Again, there was things they could have done, things they couldn't have done, or whatever. Loved it, honestly.
For me, this WrestleMania was a hell of a lot better than it should have been. Zero commented on one of my reviews saying this must be disappointing. Oh no, this was better. A 7.75, any other WrestleMania, prior to that, it's good. But this
exceeded my expectations.
This should have been a 4.
The final thoughts on that, this exceeded my fucking expectations all the fucking way.
Like, this should have been one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. It actually turned out to be not one of the best, but it definitely turned out to be one of the most entertaining.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't see WWE doing anything different from here. Now, I hope WrestleMania 39 did it be...
I don't really have anything else to add. I mean, I've said everything I wanted to say. So,
all I'm going to say is, WWE, please stop thinking shitty build is the right way to go. Stop doing it to where keep our expectations low and you surprise them. Like, just make good stuff. That's really going to see the final rating.
Give us decent fucking storylines and decent people to fucking put together. Don't give us Owens and Bobby. It was stupid.
It was.
Put
All the
a
way.
fucking triple threat with when it was Drew and Corbin. Put Bobby in that. Fuck Omos.
Exactly. But, yeah, going for Teatro, this WrestleMania, so
It
good.
exceeded my expectations. That's all I can say. I mean, I was blown away.
All I gotta say, and don't worry, folks, this is not the last time you hear my opinions regarding WrestleMania, WrestleMania 38, because me and Gold are also going to have a review podcast regarding WrestleMania as well. So it's not the end of hearing my opinions on the matter, but that's the end of hearing me and Chris's together. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Next time you'll see us review would be WrestleMania Backlash.
Yes, and hopefully we'll be able to stream come this weekend, if not next week, depending on my work schedule. Guys,
should be able to
thank
this
you
Sunday.
so much. I am doing a actual bow, showing my respect. I love doing this podcast with Nilsson. I love your guys' support. Thank you so much. This is Chris signing off.
Peace.